It's summer, which I would usually not be too excited about because I am not a summer person. I live in the north, I love the fall and winter, it's just what I do. The one good thing I do enjoy about summer is the food, obviously. But I don't want to heat the house up, so I do not like using the oven. I don't like using the stove. As little as possible, do not want to heat this house up. So going through my recipes, trying to figure out what I can make, and I came across this one that is a winner every time. Cold sesame noodles. This is also a special video because this is in collaboration with a couple of my good friends here on YouTube, Amanda from Faith Food and Family and Ashley from Ashley Lauren Price. I will make sure to link all of their stuff down below in the description so you can go and check them out. They are great people, great cooks. Whenever I get into a recipe rut, they are definitely my go-tos. Go and check out their summer recipes that they are contributing to this. Tell them I sent you. Have fun. If you are coming from their channels, hello, my name is Megan. This is my main kitchen. I pretty much just kind of cook whatever I want to and flip on the camera and just have a fun time. I just love sharing recipes and ideas, and food is just my favorite, so that's what we do here. Welcome. Stick around, have some fun. Back to the nudes. This dish is super simple, but so satisfying, and it takes actually literally no time at all. Very minimal heat used. All I did was follow my package instructions on my noodles to boil for like 5 minutes. This is a riff on Lucas Sin's version of cold sesame noodles or chilled sesame noodles. I will write the ingredients and recipe down below in the description for the sauce that I'm gonna make. But other than that, I think I got everything ready to go and I wanna eat, so let's get started. Starting with my noodles. These are just some ramen style noodles that I had cooked a few hours ago. I kind of wanted to cool these down the old fashioned way, and I just left these at room temperature. You can also pop them in the fridge. I didn't want to rinse my noodles under cold water for this because I wanted the texture of the noodles and the kind of flavors that go along with them to stay there. So I just drained them off after they were done cooking, plopped them onto a plate, and then kind of coated them with some vegetable oil that I just brought to a warmer temperature and just mixed them all up. And you see, they are nice and bouncy, they're cold. I'm gonna put these off to the side and get my sauce ready. It's time to get lost in the sauce. Base to my sesame kind of noodle here is, of course, my sesame paste. This is Chinese sesame paste. If you can't find it, definitely you can substitute out for like tahini, or even you can mix some tahini with peanut butter. I wouldn't go too heavy on the peanut butter because then it'll be peanut butter noodles, and I want sesame noodles. So this is pure sesame paste, some soy sauce, a little bit of sugar, some black vinegar, a little bit of sesame oil, a little bit of salt. Give this a spin around. It's going to look funny. Don't worry, it'll come together. It's smoothing out nicely. I do want it a tad thinner because this is going to be kind of like my sauce. So I'm going to get some hot water and just add it in very carefully and slowly until it all emulsifies and gets nice and thin, but not too thin, but you definitely want it a little thinner. This is a little too thick for sauce right now. Little at a time. You don't want it to break the sauce either. That won't be good. See how the water is just ever so slightly thinning it out. One last thing to put in here that is kind of strange, but it works. Kewpie mayonnaise. Not too much, just like a little blob. It adds some extra creaminess, and also it's mayonnaise, so it acts as an extra emulsifier as well. Just adds a little something extra. Give this a taste. Oh my. It's tangy. A little more sugar in here. Just make sure that is all dissolved. There's our sauce. Simple, simple, simple. And didn't use any heat. What do you know? So we've got the sauce ready, got the noodles ready. Now I want to get my little toppings ready. Scallions. I'm gonna cut off some greens just so I can make it look pretty. Just because you're cooking for yourself doesn't mean you can't make your dishes look pretty. I'm just gonna cut at an angle. Do this white. There's some whites. I also am a fan of these little Persian cucumbers, especially when I have a sauce like this. Oh, it tastes so good. You don't even have to peel these ones. And just do thin strips. Just like that. And then last but not least, I have my mortar and pestle here, and it wouldn't be sesame noodles without a ton of sesame seeds. So I'm gonna grind some up in here just to give it a little more of a texture. That's it. Let's assemble. Get a good hunk of noodle in there. Don't be afraid to use your hands. Clean hands. Sauce. Just drizzle it all down there. I want you to drown it. Scallions, just toss those right on top. Cucumbers, also just head on down. Got some chili oil here that I'm gonna just kind of grab most of the oil, give this a drizzle just for a little bite. I still can't do a lot of heat, so not too much. Of course, tons of the sesame seeds. And there is the cold sesame noodles of your dreams, a perfect summer dish. Delicious. And look how pretty it is. Let's eat. Try to get the good bite without getting it all over me, because that's not fun. Here we go. That is so good. A little bit of that spice coming in, definitely. But the scallions and the cucumbers with that insane sauce, it's so simple. And the noodles, they're cold, it's so refreshing. This is perfect for the dog days of summer, which are coming, unfortunately. That's all there is to it. You've got to try this. It's so delicious. It's so fun. I love noodles. They're so fun to eat. Go check out my friends. Everything's listed down below. You won't regret it. Make sure you make this amazing cold sesame noodle, perfect for summer. It's nice and cold and refreshing, but very satisfying. Enjoy.